destination is on your left, Woody Gap.
Good morning. On the Appalachian Trail this morning, heading out to start the Georgia Loop, which is a 60-mile loop trail in the northern part of Georgia that combines part of the Benton MacKaye Trail, part of the Appalachian Trail, and part of the Duncan Ridge Trail to make a nice convenient loop. Parked at Woody Gap. Stayed the night last night at the Seasons Inn. It's not the Four Seasons, but it's quite comfortable and convenient to the trail. And getting started this morning. Check in a bit. I love the flame azaleas and the mountain laurel. Mountain laurel is my favorite by far. Still southbound on the AT. It's shaping up to be a beautiful day. It's almost 8:30 right now. I thought it was going to be rainy this morning based on the weather report, but it's looking great. Sun shining, birds chirping, beautiful day. go. It's filled up water back there at Blackwell Creek. Cold and refreshing. Wonderful water source. Alright, still headed south on the AT. I am about 3 miles away from Long Creek Falls, and I plan to stop there, probably take a little bit longer of a break. And that's also right around the area where the Benton MacKaye Trail cuts across the Appalachian Trail. And so that's where I will hop on to the BMT after my break and start heading north. Alright, keep going. Alright, we are on the Benton MacKaye Trail now. Benton MacKaye Trail. This is not the AT. That's a good sign for people who want to be on the AT. But we want to be on the Benton MacKaye Trail. Heading north. It's 5:30 a.m. Time to get rolling. We're back on trail again. This is day 2. Last night I stayed at mile marker 8 on the Benton MacKaye Trail. It's a very nice campground. I've stayed there before when hiking the Benton MacKaye Trail. So today we will be hiking the entire Benton MacKaye Trail section of the Georgia Loop, right around Rhodes Mountain. Duncan Ridge Trail cuts across the Benton MacKaye, and we'll start heading east. So far it's a little I guess the sun hasn't fully come up yet. A little bit overcast, maybe. Hopefully no rain today. All right, let's get going. This is a really beautiful bald, and a lot of hikers like to come out here. Hikers that don't know any better come out here, pitch their tent, and then awaken in the middle of the night or early in the morning to military coming in and running military operations up here. There's the, I forget the name of it, but it's the mountain training school base that's not very far away from here. Sometimes you hear machine gun fire and mortars and all kinds of things happening late at night. And they'll fly helicopters in here, land, and drop troops off that will go running up and down through the Benton MacKaye Trail. And that would be quite a startle in the morning or at night if you were up here camping. So I'd advise not camping up here on the Bald. Alright, got a little weather moving in, a little bit of light rain, and it's pretty windy. Cooled down quite a bit too, so threw on the rain jacket, but not enough to make me stop. Still going on the Benton MacKaye Trail heading north. Still headed north on the Benton MacKaye Trail. I'm at about mile marker 13, and in less than 2 miles I'll be coming up on the Toccoa River. The Toccoa River suspension bridge is pretty amazing. I'm really looking forward to going across that, so that'll be fun. Weather's cleared up a little bit. Sun's starting to come out. Most of the rain has stopped. Still a little bit windy, but nice and cool, which is great for hiking. Here we go. Still heading north on the BMT. The rain came back. It's been a soaking rain pretty much all day. Alright, we're at the top of Liglog Mountain. Looks like someone took a bite out of that sign. Alright, and we are headed this way. We are getting very close, I think less than a mile before we turn off onto the Duncan Ridge Trail. So we'll start heading east at that point. And tonight I will be camping on the Duncan Ridge Trail. So let's keep moving along. Fortunately, the rain has stopped for now. Keep going. So this is one of my favorite camp spots on the Benton MacKaye Trail. Just a little south of the Duncan Ridge Trail. And look what we have here. Pink lady slippers in bloom. There's a bunch of them down there. Yeah, that's really cool. First time I've seen them so far out here. Okay. Duncan Ridge Trail, Benton MacKaye Trail. Duncan Ridge Trail, Benton MacKaye Trail. So the BMT, we just came from that direction. And it continues on that way. But we are not going to go that way. We're going to go this way on the Duncan Ridge Trail. And that'll take us all the way over to the AT. Alright, off we go. Okay, I think this is where we're going to call home for tonight. This is High Top Mountain. I've also heard this called Sarvis Gap before. There are a couple different reliable water sources on the Duncan Ridge Trail, and this is one of them. So we're going to go down and check it out and see how well the water is flowing today. is flowing pretty good. Keep going down here. I think there's a better place to collect down further. There we go. You could probably find a place to camp down here if you really wanted to. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna fill up on water and head back up. Alright, we're going right here. Alright, now that we're all topped up on water, we'll head back and set up our tent. Okay, and we are off this morning, leaving camp. Here's something that's a little bit freaky. This tree fell down at about 1 in the morning, woke me up. This is only 10 yards from my tent. It did look dead when I was coming in, but I wasn't planning on camping anywhere near it, so I wasn't too worried about it. Didn't think it was going to fall over though. That was quite loud and freaky. Alright, let's get around this thing. A little bit of a view. And a little bit overgrown here. Well, this could be a nice view, but it's very foggy today. So this section that we've been going through on the Duncan Ridge Trail, we've come out of the woods and it's pretty exposed. It's somewhat overgrown. When I've done it in the middle of the summer, it's very overgrown and quite uncomfortable. It's not too bad today. The worst part about it is the fact that it rained so much yesterday and through the night, so you get the car wash effect going on with wet branches and all the grass and everything else, making your socks and shoes and arms and pants, basically everything wet. Other than that, it's not too bad. So I'd recommend doing it around now or maybe even earlier in the year. But this spot right here can be pretty nice with a little bit of a view if there's not so much fog. But that's what you get when you're in the Appalachian Mountains. Part of the experience. Alright, we're going to keep going. Our next stop is Mulkey Gap. Ooh, even a better spot. Okay, so just past that tree, that is Blood Mountain. And then we are going to be taking this ridge along here. And then it goes back that way somewhere. And we take that ridge to get to Blood Mountain. So that is where the AT connects to the Duncan Ridge Trail. We're currently standing on Aiken Mountain. Okay, let's get going. Okay, we are descending into Mulkey Gap. So there is a reliable water source here. First off, you can see there's a sign on the tree here that shows that there's water. There's actually a sign on the tree back at High Top Mountain too, but it was really overgrown and hard to see. We need to go that way and head towards that gated drive, so it's all gated off, and we'll go down that way, and it's a little ways through, but we'll find it. So let's go that way. Hey, there's a turkey. Oh, a bunch of turkeys. Okay, sometimes you'll find internet comments that will talk about a handicap hunting blind. That's it right there. You want to keep going this way. And here we are. Nice place to be able to fill up. So I'm going to go ahead and top off, and then we'll head back out on trail. Okay. And from there, we need to go this way. Actually, nope. We need to go this way. Ooh, more flame azaleas. Huh. Alright, this is pretty steep. So ever since leaving Mulkey Gap, it's pretty much been up like this. Pretty steep grade. But it's doable. What an amazing view. Alright, so that big mountain right there, or big peak, that's Coosa Bald, and we will be going over top. Alright, let's get rolling. Wow, look at that tree. That's cool. Okay, we are at the top, at least really close to the top of Buckeye Knob. And it's got this giant tree up here. Cool. Alright, so we are coming up on White Oak Stomp, which is the source of another reliable water source. This one in the past I've found to be challenging. Oh look, there's a water sign right there. I didn't see that last time because I was coming the other direction. And the trick is to figure out how to get down in there. So we can find a little bit of a trail. Or you can just kind of bushwhack. And here we are, we have flowing water. If we go down a little bit further, there is a better place to access it. And here we go. Reliable water. Okay, time to fill up. Okay, just got water at White Oak Stomp. Actually stopped for lunch there as well. It's a great lunch spot. Not the best tenting option. It's very sloped, pretty much everywhere around there. But you could make it work in a pinch if you needed. Alright, got an uphill now. We're continuing on. Alright, well, here's a campsite. This would be a decent place to be. This is the top of Coosa Bald. It's not all that bald up here. This would be a cool place to camp, although it's dry. Yeah, neat. Alright, weather's coming in, it's starting to rain. I'm gonna get moving. Alright, still on the Duncan Ridge Trail. It's not really raining, but it's very foggy. A little bit of sprinkles here and there, but for the most part it's not too bad. Hopefully it stays that way. But this is kind of interesting. It's fun. The weather's nice and cool, our air temperature's nice and cool, which is great. I was getting kind of hot before. Now it's feeling really good. Just hoping that we hold off on the rain. Okay, we are entering Blood Mountain Wilderness. Another uphill. All right. Here we are at the intersection of the Duncan Ridge Trail with the Appalachian Trail. If you wanted to go to Blood Mountain, you would head north. We're gonna head south. and start going SOBO on the AT again. There's our white blaze. Let's go. Still heading south on the AT. Still raining. Okay, we made it to Woody Gap. It's dark and rainy. Wow, I literally can't see anything. There's the crabber, and there's my truck. Alright, we made it. It's stormy and it's wet and it's dark. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, see ya.